Welcome. Is it on? Is it on? Welcome, classmates, family, friends, to the last graduation of the century here at South Burlington High School. All of the members of the class of 1999 have worked extremely hard over the past 4 years, as evident today at our graduation. However, there are always individuals who do outstanding work that goes above and beyond. This year, 2 individuals have stood out, and it just happens that I get the pleasure of introducing these 2 fine young women, my classmates Samantha Price and Sarah Savitt. The 1999 SBHS co-valedictorians. Samantha Price, a participant in 4 varsity athletics during the course of her stay here at SBHS in soccer, alpine skiing, track, and tennis. She has also been an active member of student council throughout high school before taking over as student council president this year. Perhaps the greatest impact she made on us as a class involved lunchtime activities. By taking her idea of junior privileges to the next level, she was able to establish them last year for our class. All of a sudden, in a dramatic turn of events, we went from our wonderful cafeteria food to the exquisite food and fine dining facilities of Burger King and Al's French fries. Our other valedictorian, Sarah Savitt, seemingly disappeared last year while taking on a wonderful experience in Scotland. However, she graced us with our presence once again this year, taking over as National Honor Society President and Scholars Bowl Captain. Sarah is also a 3-sport athlete in track and field, cross-country skiing, and joined the crew team while in Scotland. She is an excellent writer and has used her skills in the real world as SBHS Literary Magazine editor and Blue Jean Magazine teen correspondent. Ms. Savitt is a winner of this year's Service and Leadership Award, finished 2nd in Region 1 for the UVM Math Prize Examination, and 2nd in the state in the UVM Writing Contest. The list goes on and on for these 2 scholars, and I am envious for them and their futures. Samantha will be attending Brown University to study engineering next fall, while Sarah will be attending the University of Chicago or the University of Cambridge in England. Well, so far you've heard my voice, but I brought 2 friends along. And next on the mic is my friend Samantha, this year's co-valedictorian.
When I found out that I was co-valedictorian, I was excited, I was proud, I was happy. Then I realized that I had to give this speech, and I was scared. I thought and thought about what to say, and I finally found the answer in one of my favorite Dr. Seuss books. Don't worry, I am not going to impose another version of "Oh, the places you'll go" on you. I hear that's been done by another Price before. No, I have a story of another sort today, but I'm going to need a little help. So I brought along my good friend, Saki. Here it goes. That Sam I am, that Sam I am. I do not like that Sam I am. Do you like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. Would you like them here or there? Would you like them anywhere? I would not like them here or there. I would not like them anywhere. You do not like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam I am. Could you, would you, with a goat? Would you, could you, on a boat? I could not, would not, on a boat. I will not, with a goat. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. You do not like them, so you say. Try them, and you may. Try them, and you may, I say. Sam, if you will let me be, I will try them. You will see. Say, I like green eggs and ham. I do, I like them, Sam, I am. And I would eat them in a boat, and I would eat them with a goat, and I will eat them here and there. Say, I will eat them anywhere. I do so like green eggs and ham. Thank you, Sam, I am. Saki's story may be elementary in nature, but it contains a message that applies to each of us. You can never discover what's out there if you don't try new things. Anything new brings a certain fear and reluctance, but give it a try. Maybe you'll like it. The gains you make by trying something new will far exceed any pain you experience in the process. High school is all about learning, growing, and you can't progress without taking a step into the unknown. Don't be afraid to meet new people or to go to new places. Hang out with the goat. Take a ride on the boat. If Columbus hadn't taken a journey into uncharted waters, where would we be today? I can't tell you what the future will bring. Only time can tell that. But one thing is for certain. Tomorrow and every day after that will offer opportunities to try something you've never done before. Snatch up those opportunities. Taste those green eggs and ham. Maybe you won't like them. No problem. Make a face, say yuck, spit them out if you have to, and then move on. Maybe, like Saki, you'll savor the taste, and you'll have discovered yet another way to make yourself happy. Today is our commencement, the end of one chapter of our lives, but more importantly, the start of another. The world awaits us and all of our talents, but we can't let our assets remain undiscovered behind a wall of uncertainty. So on this day, as we part to go our separate ways, I implore you, go out and try your green eggs and ham. Goodbye and thank you, Sam I am.
In high school, and indeed during most of life, there is so much pressure to focus on the big moments. For us, these have been events like the 5th grade whale watch, starting high school, going to the prom, and taking final exams. In movies, TV shows, and novels, these big moments shape people's lives, beginning with the ones I mentioned, and moving on to the first day of college, living by yourself, and marriage. These are the dates written into diaries, mentioned in obituaries, passed down in family histories. But what has truly affected us, shaped us, defined us? Often, looking to these big moments is futile because chance, tiny occurrences end up being much more important. While trying to write this speech, but really procrastinating, I randomly read a friend's horoscope and came across the following thought from someone named William Arthur Ward. Opportunity is often difficult to recognize. We usually expect it to beckon us with beepers and billboards. An opportunity is a brief snatch of time when we have a chance to change ourselves by listening or learning or trying. If we focus so much on being changed or enraptured by the big moments, we will probably be disappointed. It is often one brief line of a conversation with our best friend, a newspaper column we initially just skimmed, or a tiny glimpse of our teacher smiling that alters us. An accumulation of such fleeting moments, not the supposed most important events, builds up to create a personality, a history. And though these moments are seemingly random, chance occurrences, it is also our responsibility to go after these small opportunities, to expand our view beyond the traditional. If you are a Marxist, listen to Rush Limbaugh. If an author who interests you is speaking near your town, go see him, even if there's a test or meeting early the next morning. Let us not spend our lives like many students do in classes, staring at the clock, counting down the seconds to a more important event, waiting for our real life to begin. This summer, counting down would be an easy habit to slide into for many of us graduates as we anticipate college, the military, or a job. But this summer will also be filled with chance meetings, sparkling conversations, and rare opportunities. In Carol Shield's novel, The Stone Diaries, which I read this year for English, she says, "The larger loneliness of our lives evolves from our unwillingness to spend ourselves, stir ourselves. We are always damping down our inner weather, permitting ourselves the comforts of postponement, of rehearsals. Let us spend ourselves during these last days we have with each other, being careful not to pull away from friends or family too early, just because something tremendously exciting and new is beginning in September. This leaving of loved people and places will of course be difficult, but if we damp down our inner weather and pull away just to avoid being hurt, we will deny ourselves of so many of those little moments which shape us. Finally, though, we must find a balance. On one hand, we can always be counting down the minutes, rehearsing, and thus waste so much time while waiting for these big events. On the other hand, we can overindulge in the seize the day attitude, reveling so much in the little moments that we lose sight of the big picture. This is the hardest part, finding that balance. We should not live in a Better Homes and Gardens set, progressing neatly, checking off moments like first job, good pay, purchase of wedding dress. Neither can we live a life like the characters in Kerouac's On the Road, driving madly back and forth on the highways of America, without ending up like most of the Beat Generation writers, burned out, overdosed on carpe diem. Finding this balance, apart from being the hardest bit, is also where I must end my suggestions. I certainly don't feel as if I've found this balance yet. Fortunately, we are all only about 18 years old, so we still have plenty of time to attend a jazz concert, write handwritten letters, and have long conversations. Today, graduation is one of those big moments, and I do not mean to imply that we should ignore it. We should enjoy and appreciate it for the ceremony, accomplishments, tassels, and celebratory dinners. But let us be on the lookout. Later this evening, later this month, what shapes us will probably occur over a dish of chocolate ice cream, during a walk, or while cleaning our rooms. Let us always be paying attention. Thank you.
Ah, the king. Well-traveled, well-versed, and always draped in his finest silks and linens, our speaker today truly is royalty. 1985 was the year we were first blessed with his presence. Our king had arrived, gracefully touching down upon our village from a faraway land. He came to us on an exchange with an international school in the Netherlands, but unfortunately for the people of Holland, their royal knight would not return. He refused. He could not part with the fertile soils and kind citizens of this land. He had found his kingdom. In the 14 years since his arrival, he has established himself as a key figure in our community. His unique teaching style, lovable character, and often unbelievable enthusiasm have influenced and brightened the lives of thousands of individuals. He is one of those special teachers that has the ability to make us remember, either by forcefully pounding it into our heads over and over and over and over again, or by hysterically mentioning it only one memorable time. He can leave impressions in our mind. He provides us with the knowledge and then makes sure we remember it and understand it. His ability to combine openness, honesty, and humor with control, respect, and authority make him not only a great teacher, but a wonderful role model as well. He is someone to look up to, someone to idolize. Because at 50 years of age, he is healthy, intelligent, involved, and up to date. Whether it's the latest Kosovo development or the latest fashion trend, he is always with it. And oh, what a life he leads. I mean, vacations to exotic places, a job he loves, a wonderful way with dogs. I can only dream of someday reaching his level, of someday sitting upon a throne, my own throne, overlooking my own kingdom, having my own little Durosses and Lewises scurrying about, fetching me things. But getting there will be a challenge. For this king has accomplished a great deal during his reign and has certainly earned his crown. So ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, allow me to introduce our class speaker, Mr. Model UN, the coach of our boys tennis team, the South Burlington High School 1992 Teacher of the Year, our mentor, our king, and our good friend, Mr. Bill Price.
Thank you, Ryan. Dear class of 1999, 113 years ago today, the Statue of Liberty was erected in New York Harbor as a gift from the people of France. On the base were inscribed the words of Emma Lazarus, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, yearning to breathe free." The spirit of America was embodied in this statue, and today, as you go forth, I would like to remind you to live up to this spirit of opportunity, of a melting pot which welcomes immigration, celebrates diversity, and practices tolerance, of global competition manifested today with our information architecture, and of freedom. Perhaps you see yourselves today as huddled masses yearning to and about to take a new breath of freedom. Whatever our record on these objectives, we certainly can do better. Just take a look at U.S. News once in a while, and not just on the chance that there might be an RV or a test. Although that thought has passed my mind. These objectives are the principles upon which our country is founded and are symbolized in the statue that was constructed on our shore 113 years ago. Our yearning for freedom should burn in us as in that torch. If you want proof that freedom of speech is alive and well, then surf the internet some evening, but make sure the younger children are in bed first. They used to say that freedom of speech and press is guaranteed only to those who own one. That may have been true in Gutenberg's time, but even the most unreadable drivel is permitted access to a worldwide audience via the internet. The internet brings into sharper focus the balance that all of us must consider in the protection of basic American values. Even our Supreme Court held that freedom of speech is not an absolute right. It does not permit the right to yell fire in a crowded movie theater, for example, but only because that speech presents a clear and present danger to public safety. We might all say the same thing about bomb-making instructions on the internet, but then when would we stop websites that promote cigarettes, beef, desserts? You think I'm going to say slippery slope now, don't you? I'm not that predictable. We know we can't give up essential freedoms to purchase a little temporary safety, or we will end up with neither freedom nor safety. That's the problem with freedom, isn't it? To guarantee freedom to each of us, we must extend that freedom to all of us. We have seen together the pain and suffering of people all over the world who live without guaranteed rights. Nothing more clearly demonstrates the precious value of freedom. The future of our community and the nation is in each of your hands. Treat it with respect, dignity, courage, and humanity. Your future is so sweet. When you handle it, be gentle, be yourself, and be kind. Remember that lady in New York Harbor, and that, as huddled masses yearning for freedom, we are all only really functioning in our own small spheres. If you remember this, you will be a kinder person. We have learned much together. Many of you spent a week in Washington, D.C. with me, where you learned about our government close up, and also that I was often far out and out of sight. We learned that birds have episodic memory because they remember where they hide their food during the winter. I thought that was pretty cool. You didn't. I tried to teach you to be passionate about all you do. You tried to teach me that passion could be expressed in a normal tone of voice, especially first thing in the morning. I used the word exceptionary. You taught me that it didn't exist. You learned that naughty, inappropriate language is inarticulate and used by those who can't express themselves more clearly. I demonstrated. You giggled. You got it. You learned good organizational skills. That must have been from Mr. D. I sometimes spoke Greek, Dutch, and said schedule, just to annoy you. You packed up early to leave while I was still talking. You like how that annoyed me. You taught me that Altoids and Ricola don't mix well. I showed you that chalk is cheap. I demonstrated often how to beat a dead horse. You taught me that even kingly things could get stale pretty quickly, etc., etc., etc. I showed you that sentences don't have to be finished. You found that annoying, too. You taught me that casual could be fashionable, and I illustrated to you that a dog isn't always man's best friend. You found out that my password was Billy. I discovered that you really like that name, better than Mr. Price. It's funny, today is the first time we have all been together, and certainly the first time you've all been on time. Much more striking, however, this is the last time you will all be together. And today our different histories, our experiences all merge. And before we separate, let us savor this moment with this thought. When UNICEF was created, it dedicated itself to the belief stated in the UN Charter that since wars begin in the minds of men, it is in the minds of men that the defenses of peace must be constructed. Walt Whitman echoed this sentiment when he said, "The most exciting movement of nature is the opening of an eye, a hand, a heart, a mind." Our experience and growth as individuals and as members of the South Burlington High School community must have its truest meaning in this, that our education inside the classroom and out has begun the construction of those defenses of peace and the opening of our hearts and minds. I hope that this is true. Use your capacity to think with your hearts as well as your minds. Real fulfillment will come from striving for a worthwhile objective that is larger than your own self. Pursue it as if the world depends on it. Do all the good you can in all the ways you can to all the people you can for as long as ever you can. Congratulations, and thank you for allowing me to share this special day with you. I hope that your lives will be full of as much love and fun as you have brought to mine. Class of 1999, you are my students, my teachers, and my friends. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. I'm here as a representative of the community, the school board, to bring to you the soon-to-be distinguished graduates of South Burlington High School, the class of 1999, our greetings and congratulations for what you've accomplished to this point in your lives. I'd be remiss, I think, if I stopped at that point and sat down. You probably wish I would. But let me echo a little bit of what's been said already. Graduation is called a commencement. It's not the ending of something, but it's the beginning of something. As has been said in some commercials recently and in the past, it's the first day of the rest of your life. You've been in an environment which has been nurturing, has allowed you to grow, has protected you, and has allowed you to develop to this point. Now, as you leave high school, you begin to move into an environment which allows you the opportunity to, as Mr. Price said, do good to others all the time, all the while, to the best of your ability. You have choices to make. You'll make those choices based on what training and knowledge and nurturing that you've had in the past. And yet the choices will be yours. You'll have to live with them. They'll be your responsibility. And so when you have a choice to make, think about not only what it does for you, but what it does for those around you. Consider your friends, the rest of society when you make your choices. As you continue, move on in your lives, whatever it may be, into business or further education or into the military, keep in mind the values that you've learned. Use them to guide yourselves and to guide your life. You'll run into obstacles. Your parents have, your teachers have, we all have. Don't let the obstacles get the best of you. If you get knocked down, get up and start over again. Continue on. Develop yourself to the fullest possible extent and make it and do well. I'm reminded of a quote or a comment by Abraham Lincoln on the Gettysburg Address. Lincoln said that what he said at Gettysburg would be little remembered in succeeding years. What was important to Lincoln was what was done on the field at Gettysburg. And I like to analogize that at this point and say that what we say about you and to you probably will not be remembered. What will be remembered is what you do with the rest of your lives based on what you've done to this point. Again, congratulations and best wishes.
Go gently from me, brother.
Go gently from me, friend.
As surely as the wind shall blow, the tree must also bend.
For winter follows summer, as summer follows spring. And when the snow ghost takes the sky, time is up. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sunshine shine upon your face, and the rain play soft upon your fields. Till we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of His hand.
Go gently from me, brother.
Go gently from me, friend.
As surely as the seasons turn, we too shall meet again.
Though you'll be going your way, and I'll be going mine, the wind that sweeps the clouds away sweeps away. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sunshine shine more. May the rain fall upon your fields.
And until
Till we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of His hand. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of His hand.
At this time, we would like to recognize the 1999 senior class members of the National Honor Society. Members of the National Honor Society must meet a number of requirements in order to qualify. They must achieve a 3.5 GPA. Then they submit an application in which they prove their leadership, character, and service. These applications are reviewed by a committee of teachers. The class of 1999 has one of the largest Honor Society contingents that SBHS has ever had. I am proud to present them to you now. I would ask that they please rise and face the audience and that all applause be held until the end. Julia Bohm, John Brigham, Sarah Cavan, Yamira Cochinho, Sarah Dalton, Bethany Davis, Catherine Floyd, Molly Garahan, Julia Geyer, Sandra Gilmore, Timothy Hubbard, Samantha Eustis, Abby LaPointe, Brennan Letty, Ryan Maynard, Leslie Pennington, Samantha Price, Sarah Savitt, Amy Shields, Zachary Smolkin, Jane Snyder. We would also like Richard Joy to stand and be recognized as a member of the National Vocational Technical Honor Society, inducted at the Essex Technical Education Center. This is the National Honor Society.
I invite the following graduates to please rise and face the audience. Julia Boehm, Sarah Cavan, Bethany Davis, Samantha Eustis, Timothy Hubbard, Susan Lambert, Brennan Letty, Ryan Maynard, Melissa Parente, Samantha Price, Sarah Savitt, Amy Shields, Kevin Stevenson, Tracy Warziniak. Each year, the faculty chooses a number of seniors to receive the Service and Leadership Awards. These young women and men are selected as a result of their commitment to making a positive difference in the lives of others. It is heartwarming and encouraging to see the time and energy these students have devoted to a variety of activities. Their excellent effort has made a noticeable contribution to both the school and community. We thank you.
I'm very proud to present the awards and scholarships to this year's graduates. In addition to those that are printed on the program, many of our students have received scholarships from technical schools, the military, universities, and have apprenticeships. At graduation exercises, we concentrate only on those scholarships that are particular to the South Burlington community or to our own school. As I call your name, would each student please come forward? Our lights just went out. And I would ask our audience if you would hold your applause until the award has been read. Sarah A. Cavan, please come forward. The James F. Bond Award, sponsored by the South Burlington Educators Association for recognition in the area of life sciences, and the Melissa J. Wells Memorial Award. Jan Driscoll, the John E. McGee Award for Excellence in Mathematics, the National Merit Corporation Letter of Commendation. Dejanette R. Anzai, the Art Department Award, South Burlington Rotary Club Award for the Outstanding Technical Center Student. Jennifer M. Hardy, the Roger Bedard Award for Outstanding Achievement in Technology Education. Julia E. Geyer, Gary Barber Memorial Industrial Arts Award, the Orchard School Parent-Teacher Association Award. Congratulations. Julia M. Bohm, the Ulrich Lepman Memorial World Language Award, the Frederick H. Tuttle Memorial Award presented by the South Burlington Educators Association. Catherine S. Floyd, Spanish Award. She's on her way up. Amelia B. Garahan, Spanish Award. Yamara S. Coutinho, National Merit Corporation Letter of Commendation, National Hispanic Recognition Program finalist, and Can Do Award. Would Justin Howard, Amy Shields, Brooke Tate, and Michael Waite please all come forward? They are all recipients of the National Merit Corporation Letter of Commendation. Amy? Brooke Tate? Timothy P. Hubbard, South Burlington High School National Honor Society Award, the Robert L. Yaden Memorial Award, Clark Caskey Citizenship Award, sponsored by the Kiwanis Club of Chittenden County, and the Vermont Grocers Association Award. M. Ryan McDevitt, South Burlington High School Student Council Award, and an Anonymous Alumni Scholarship Award. Bethany J. Davis, the Alan B. Cummings Memorial Award. John C. Brigham, the Don Duell Jr. and Don Duell Sr. Memorial Award. Bart A. Bizzaio, the Gary D. Iverson Memorial Award. Kevin D. Stevenson, the Henry W. Caswell Jr. Memorial Award, and the Goss Dodge Award. Congratulations. Nicole M. Rowell, the John Torpy Memorial Award. Megan T. Griffiths, the Rebecca Dubuque Award. Tristan E. Leggett, the Robert D. Lull Jr. Memorial Award. Sean R. Carney, the Robert L. Yeadon Memorial Award. Jessica L. DeGricci, South Burlington High School Parents Association Award in memory of Margaret Wise. She is also the recipient of the Thomas E. Breen Senior Memorial Award and a Ken-Do Award. Raymond J. Bergeron, the Thomas Senesac Memorial Fund Award. Carrie L. Catherall, the Frederick H. Tuttle Middle School Parent-Teacher Association Award. Catherine M. Driscoll, South Burlington Central School Award and the Thomas A. Farrell Annual Award. Corey L. Parker, the Freedom Chrysler Plymouth, Freedom Nissan Saturn of South Burlington, and Freedom Chevrolet Jeep of Waterbury Annual Award, as well as the South Burlington Educators Association Award. Sarah C. Willard, South Burlington High School Rebel Booster Award. Chun Wang, South Burlington Rotary Club Award. Congratulations. Richard A. Joy, South Burlington Rotary Club Award for Outstanding Technical Center Student and the Greater Burlington Hospitality Association Elmer Primo Scholarship. Eric R. Jarvis. Eric R. Jarvis. I didn't know if you heard me, Eric. The Other Paper Award. Thank you. Brian P. Maynard, the Vermont Gas Systems Award. Sandra L. Gilmore, a Ken-Do Award. Susan K. Lambert, Ken-Do Award. Deanna M. Lozano, a Ken-Do Award. Michelle L. Shays, the American Legion Scholarship Award. Leslie A. Pennington, the Thomas J. Watson Scholarship Fund Award, and the Vindicuti Award sponsored by the Kiwanis Club of Chittenden County. Sam Smith, will you please come forward? John Herbert was the first principal of South Burlington High School. An award was established in his honor to recognize a student who has overcome obstacles to make it to graduation. Reaching today has not always been easy, inside or outside of school. Sam has persisted. He's reached today with pride and grace. Congratulations, you are the recipient of the John J. Hebert Award. Samantha E. Eustace, Music Department Award, French Award, South Burlington High School Key Club Award, and we have a special medal for her also when she gets up here. Samantha is our salutatorian. She is receiving her salutatorian medal, and we formally and proudly introduce you to a scholar, musician, thespian, and athlete, our salutatorian, Samantha Eustace. Samantha P. Price. Samantha is the recipient of the Physical Science Achievement Award, the National Merit Corporation Certificate of Merit. We also have a special medal for Samantha. Mr. Ebel's hands are shaking.
and I practice.
Samantha, we're going to have you just stand on the side for a second. We're going to do this together. Okay? This way. Sarah E. Savitt, Social Studies Department Award. Samantha, please stay for a sec, okay? The Esther Urey Award for Excellence in English, the Abigail Rush Memorial World Language Award, the French Award, the German Award, the National Merit Corporation Certificate of Merit, National Merit Award, Presidential Scholar Candidate, and co-valedictorian of this year's class. Samantha? Wait, gotta wait. Samantha? As Mr. Ebel is pinning Sarah's valedictorian award, or medal, which exactly matches Samantha, we'd like to proudly and informally introduce you to two very creative and multi-talented young women who are scholars, athletes, leaders, and risk takers. Our co-valedictorians for the class of 1999, Samantha Price and Sarah Savitt. And now, Mr. Chapman, I present to you the class of 1999. They are the class that created junior lunch privileges, reinstated pep rallies to our school, created, devised, and successfully implemented the first Diverse Opportunity Day at our school this year, and both challenged us and delighted us with their zaniness, their diversity, and their fierce sense of independence. They have successfully mastered and achieved the graduation standards of the South Burlington School District and are ready for you to confer diplomas.
When you're ready. Okay, flip around.
Jeffrey Abbott. Wendy Elizabeth Ackerman. Kyle Brian Adams. Megan Amelia Allen. Dejanette Raphael Anzai. David Lee Atwood. Brett James Barrett. Nicholas David Barrett. Emily Carol Beam. Raymond J. Bergeron. Bart Andrew Bazzaio. Megan Kelly Bigelow. Megan Bilodeau. Martha Lou Bishop. Julia McAllister Bohm. Laura E. Borgia. Hannah Briggs Boucher. George Bradford Jr. John Charles Brigham. Janice Lee Brooks. Matthew Brothers. David Joseph Brown. Seth Hagan Brownell. Annie Eleanor Burton. Ryan James Butler. Sean R. Carney. Allison Mary Carroll. Carrie L. Cothrell. Sarah Adams Cavan. Tanya Chu. Chelsea Hall Condos. Adam W. Corsi. Yamara Cherie Coutinho. Lindsay R. Cox. Matthew B. Crowley. Sarah Lou Dalton. Bethany Jean Davis. Danielle Marie DeGricci. Jessica Lynn DeGricci. Kate Curtis Dickon. Catherine Marie Driscoll. Jan Driscoll. Cora Ann Dunn. Tyler Timothy Ellis. Jesse C. Felix. Adam B. Findley. Catherine S. Floyd. Sarah Ellen Fuller. Jessica Martha Gage. Amelia Bunce Garahan. Julia Elizabeth Geyer. Justin Edwin Gelinas. Jonathan Edward Gabodi Grant. Holly M. Gilliam. Sandra Lee Gilmore. Amy J. Goki. Josh J. Gagne. Heather Marie Griffith. Megan Teresa Griffith. Heather Grimes. Jennifer Lynn Gusick. Zerai Hagos. Matthew F. Hall. Tyler Drage Hallam. Jennifer M. Hardy. Carly A. Harrison. Lindsay Ann Hazen. Peter Headland. Tristan Nathaniel Hobbs. James R. Hoffman. Justin Howard. Timothy Paul Hubbard. Samantha Eleanor Eustace. Daniel G. Infantes. Angela Jade Jacobs. Carl Lance Jacobson. Sean Jakes. Eric R. Jarvis. Leslie Ellen Jenny. Anna Linnea Johansson. Richard A. Joy. Bhupinder Kaur. Jatinder Kaur. Craig Michael Kehoe. Amanda Marie Kimmel. Christina M. Kuhn. Ian L. Kavam. April Mary L'Esperance. Brian T. LaBerge. Blake Robert LaFond. Susan Kathleen Lambert. Abby Elizabeth LaPointe. Jennifer Renee LaValle. Alexander Clay Lavin. King Hosea Trug Lee. Brennan Johanna Letty. Tristan E. Leggett. Bonnie Ann Lesage. Jeffrey Hoffman Layden. Heather Ann Liberty. Deanna Marie Lozano. Sarah E. Magoon. Asad Shaheen Malgani. Saba Shaheen Malgani. Brian R. Maple. Casey Morgan Martell. Ethan Clifton Matthews. Ryan Philip Maynard. Jack Daniel McCaffrey. Lindsay Aaron McLean. M. Ryan McDevitt, Jacob McDougall, Christine McFall, Megan Adams Mercier, Sarah Elizabeth Millette, Jason Michael Mitchell, William Mobus Jr., Luciana Cele D. Moraes, William A. Morales, David John Morris, Justin Sean Morway, Cheney A. Noyes, Holly Elizabeth O'Brien, Jennifer Lynn O'Brien, Jordan M. O'Brien, Melissa Heinz Parenti, Corey Lee Parker, Catherine May Parker, Jeffrey David Peabody Jr., Leslie Alida Pennington, Ekaterina Poulos, Samantha Prescott Price, Jessica Marie Prince, Amy Lynn Provost, Lindsay Marie Provost, Justin Quenville, Ashley Yanda Racine, Autumn Michael Rakowitz, Nathaniel Merrill Rice, Matthew F. Ricker, Nicole Marjorie Rowell, Sarah Emma Savitz, Michelle Lynn Shays, Amy Beth Shields, Adam W. Smith, Hans Frederick Smith, Samuel D. Smith, Zachary M. Smolkin, Jane Beaumont Snyder, Kevin D. Stevenson, Matthew James Serprenant, Brooke A. Tate, Grant Thompson Taylor, Daniel R. Titus, Seth L. Todd, Henry Ira Trombley II, Yvette Renee Vachon, Michael B. Waite, Chun Wang, Walter John Warner III, Tracy Lynn Waspiniak, Sarah Catherine Willard, Elizabeth Ann Westner, Nicholas S. Wong, Christopher G. Yandau, Ors Zerbruggen,
A few months ago, in the midst of a lot of senior stress, typical for everyone, I think, about college, upcoming exams, and I'm turning 18 in June and have no idea where my life is going, my little sister appeared out of nowhere, and she had drawn me this picture of a little frog, and the frog was so cute, and it made me smile and even laugh, which I think is a universal need for all of us. So not only do I dedicate this to a beautiful best friend and sister, Kim, but also to all of you, in hopes that after today, as you continue on through the journey of life, that you continue to find the things that make you smile. Hopping toward a distant light, 168 frogs were determined to fight. Before the prying scalpels of their teachers could them stun, and, not knowing exactly where to run, these little froggies knew but one thing. They were about to have some major fun. Free from the jaw-like grip of the classroom, these frogs cheered loud and hard. For after 4 years of a sheltered, formaldehyde-like habitat, they were about to find where life was really at. After years of countless soccer goals, theater roles, pigskin touchdowns and writer's block frowns, mind-blowing baskets at the buzzer, and mind-blowing awe when some became lovers, these 168 frogs have survived. Their hearts beat quickly in anticipation for what lies ahead. Looking back, they see joy, struggles, triumph, and sometimes pain. Looking ahead, they see that they can only gain. Please, 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 they ribbit and croak, with dreams of Broadway, bestsellers, brain surgery, and even trips out west gleaming in their eyes. Above all, let me seek nothing less than true happiness. The beaming mamas and papas look on with pride, souls filled with a love for their sons and daughters for having made it thus far, and will secretly say on the car ride home, "My child ain't no toad." And now it is time to hit the road, for these froggies to scamper off and begin discovering life beyond the South Burlington swamps, for they know that within their hearts, the education, experiences, and countless friendships that these 4 years have yielded are more than enough to ensure their continuing success. With absolute pride in being a member of this outstandingly talented and driven final class of the century, I ask you all to now stand and hop into the next millennium with me by moving your tassels from the left to the right. Parents, teachers, coaches, relatives, and friends, I now present to you the South Burlington High School class of 1999.